New change, new change.
Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to our amazing 2-hour live event where myself and the lovely Liz Saunders will be talking all about the Amazon Influencer Program, answering your questions, and we're combining our live streams today so that we can not only have a longer stream, but that we can talk about all the fun topics and answer all the questions. So yes, Liz, go
Good
ahead.
morning. I was gonna say, let's be honest too. It's because we just never have enough time to catch up anymore too. So it gives us a good solid like 2 hours to hang out. And you guys, we twinned on accident. How funny.
I know, it's so great.
Yeah, exactly. Christina goes, you were matchy, matchy, super cute. We showed up on the live and we were like, it was a green vibe this morning. I don't know what to tell you.
We didn't plan it. And like you said, I was going through my last live streams to make sure I didn't wear the same shirt. I went through the last three and this one's different than the last three. So I'm like, all right, I'm safe. And
Yeah.
now we're matching. So this is great.
Yeah. Good morning, Lane. I see. Let's see who else we see. Doug and Nikki, Christina, Amy. Good morning,
Oh,
Amy. I
looking
feel like
good.
I need to do a call out. Amy, I have an email from you and I see it and I am working through it. That's my this afternoon. So
Love it. Yeah, let's see. We have Try It with Bry is here and
yay.
Tracy, Denise and Du Bois. We've got, yes, Doug, Review Business Academy. Welcome, Doug.
Ooh, the new
The
account.
new account. Yes, yes. Bob is here. Emily is here. Kensley is here. Christina is here. And we have JFF West Coast. Anna, that's Deb is here. Christina. Manly Reviews is here. I was saying, man, there's a lot of amazing people on here.
No.
Pioneer Smokehouse's channel. We
So
got a
good.
good group here. All right.
Yeah. You guys, I love the community. Like we've been doing this now for like coming up on 3 years, and this community has been just all the other stuff is fun and I love what we're doing, but the community piece of this has just been chef's kiss, you know?
I have to agree. Like, it's the reason why I'm excited for the live streams every week because
Yeah.
of all of you guys that show up and ask great questions and want to learn. And everyone contributes too. Like, I
Yep.
love when someone asks a question and I don't know the answer because someone else usually knows it in the chat.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly.
know everything.
Eileen, good morning.
Yes, Eileen is here. Donna is here. Wonderful. Liz, what should we talk about first? Like, so we have like all of these topics that
Yes,
we predetermined we were going to talk about. I'm super curious about how many we actually get through. I know
I
we have
know.
2 hours, but I feel like we won't get through them all, but that's okay.
Probably not. Well, one of the most interesting things, and we were talking about this before we went live. So last week, and we started this whole process, right? Because like the Fluencer Fruit crew, we moved our office hours to YouTube, right? From inside the circle community. And then you moved your office hours from Friday to Thursday. So we're like back to back was kind of like the genesis of this. And so I was interested last week. I came to your live, which I gotta tell you, I love the anchor because I'm like, okay, guys, we're wrapping up. We're gonna go over to Kathleen's. um, but I was in your live and you were asking like how many people were new, how many people had been at this for a while, how many people had not gotten approved yet. And I was surprised by how many people are new and just getting started in your live last week. And so I thought it might be fun just briefly. I have an 18-year-old that's just getting started in the program, and I haven't been through the approval process in a couple years. And
Mhm.
so it's been a really fascinating process to go back through it. So for anybody who hasn't recently applied for an influencer account, um, the biggest kind of like new thing that I found was the influencer account I'm using, this kid is using a TikTok account, got immediately approved. Like that was whatever. But when I uploaded or before I uploaded the first 3 videos, Creator Hub does not come up when you click manage video. It takes you to Creator University, which
Hmm.
one of the things we always tell people, right, is go look for the lock. Go to Creator Hub and look for the lock. But before you upload videos, it doesn't take you to Creator Hub to even show you that.
It's so confusing. It's always been so confusing. That's like why I know probably a question you get a ton too. And like people are like, well, where do I go to see if my videos are approved for on-site? Because I've never seen anywhere on the managed content page on the storefront where it will actually tell you that you've been unlocked, right?
No.
Until you go to that Creator Hub dashboard,
Yeah.
which is linked nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. So you
Yep.
have to have the link, right?
Yep.
I'll I'll let me figure out a way to put up the link so everybody is like knows what we're talking about, because it's like you have to have access, whether you've been in the program for a day, a week, a year, like you really should have access to this link, right?
Yep.
I'll put this up.
Yep. Well, and I was fascinated because now I have to go update, and I know you probably have a place in your course as well. Like, I need to go add a note on the getting started course that says, like, hey, you're not going to see the lock until you've uploaded the videos. And this is, but in the meantime, or if you just need to link there, like, this is how to get there. But that was one of, so far, my biggest takeaway has been like, oh, some of the things that I've just been telling people, we know it changes all the time, but like I had no idea that like, oh, I'm like, yeah, go to manage video and it will take you to Creator Hub. And it's not, it takes new creators to Creator University.
So interesting. So you have to go to the storefront to upload your first 3 videos if you are brand new, because you will not have access to that
Correct.
page because it will
Correct.
redirect.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, like it really illuminated some of the things that like we just tell people because that's how it's always been done without realizing like that if something has changed, we don't have insight into it because we're already through that portion of the process.
Yeah, but it's like so valuable, right? To be able to help people that are like, I'm brand new. What should I be doing? And yeah, definitely a part of my course I'm going to have to update too, because it's been quite a bit since I applied for the influencer program.
Yeah.
Long, long time.
I know. Well, and right now, so we uploaded last night the 3 videos for the, process. And 2 of the 3 are published, but the third is stuck in review. So I'm like, gosh, I'm like, oh, I'm going to give it what I tell everybody, right? I'm going to give it the 24 hours, wait and see if it like kicks through the review process. And if it doesn't, I'll delete it.
Yep.
Go grab another video, upload that, and then like to get it through that 3 for 3. But it's interesting because I've heard when you and I applied early on, like there were periods of time where people were taking 6, 8, 12 weeks to
Mm-hmm.
get their 3 for 3 approval. And more recently, I've heard people being approved within like 24 hours of getting their 3 for 3 uploaded.
Yes, yes. And I'm guessing it's probably something to do with AI and Amazon's bots, right? Where
Yeah.
they think they have it down a little bit better. Cause I feel like, before years ago, I think they were approving them manually at a
Yeah.
certain point, and that's why it was taking, right? 6, 12 weeks sometimes, which seems
So
like forever. It is forever. But now, yeah, I mean, I don't think I've heard of anyone having to wait longer than a week.
mm-mm.
Like probably in the last 9 months,
Yeah.
maybe 12 months or
Yep.
so. So that's encouraging, right? At
Yep.
least once you upload your first 3 videos pretty quickly and you're not sitting there for 12 weeks like, oh, what should I do now?
Do you remember? I mean, we used to just tell people, they're like, I want to get into the program. We're like, do your 3 videos immediately. I don't care what you think you're ever going to do with this program. Just do it now because 12 weeks from now, you're going to wish that you'd done it now.
Exactly, right? You can upload them, go do whatever you want for 3 months and then
Yeah.
come back
Come
and
back.
look for good news.
Yeah. So this is a much smoother process, honestly. Like it's just, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, and we have somebody that said they made it. Yeah,
Yay.
Doug said, I've seen more people posting questions about why they were rejected with what seems like a better quality video than what used to be approved. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that because there are some bad videos out there on
Yeah.
Amazon. But I have noticed too, though, even just like looking through the carousels of like product pages and all that, there are definitely better videos that are getting those better placements, which
Mhm.
I love. I mean, sometimes we'll still see really crappy videos, but I feel like for the more popular product listing pages, the higher sales volume, I am thankfully seeing better videos. I just
Good.
made a video earlier this morning and the carousel is all full. So I was looking through some of the videos and they were all pretty good.
Hmm.
So I'm, encouraged by that. It makes it harder for me, right? But I'm just encouraged by that overall with the program because I know we've seen a lot of crappy videos with AI or with people stealing videos and doing voiceovers and stuff like that. So I always like seeing the good videos on the top carousel because that's what it should be.
And I don't know if this is still true. I mean, I guess I'm about to find out, right? Because we're in the process of doing the approval for 3 for this kid's account, and, I say kid, this kid is 18, just FYI. Like,
Legal
um,
by Amazon
yeah, yeah,
age. Yes.
exactly. Well within terms,
Yep.
but it is interesting because it used to be, like, they would say video quality was, like, the catch-all, right? Like, that's the only reason they ever gave. So, like, to quote Doug, but my constant theory around this has been that it's actually your socials that don't have enough engagement, traffic, all that stuff. So even though you can get into influencer for the driving traffic portion with your storefront, the on-site piece, I think they really want to, like, make sure that you've got the actual engagement on your socials. So if I think Emily said, "My 3 videos have been denied twice. Each time I've learned things, but I'm super nervous to upload my next 3 videos. I worked so hard to get in, and this is my last chance." I hear you, Emily. If you got in using a TikTok account, and I don't know, like, how long you've been at that, this may not be applicable to you, but one of the things that you might consider is using, like, 5 I think $8 is the minimum you can pick, but, like, run some TikTok engagement ads to your account, to a couple posts, because I really think that even though they say video quality, unless you've broken, like, talking about a medical thing or something else, I actually think it still ties back to how good your engagement on your socials are, at least through getting the 3 videos approved, and then that kind of, like, doesn't matter as much after that.
Yeah, no, totally. And I've seen that. Like, I've had people who have used Facebook pages that they
Mhm.
are managers of, but are not theirs, for like a corporation or like a
Yep.
school or whatever. And they got into the program, right? But then they didn't get their first 3 videos approved, despite me looking at them, checking them, other people checking them. There was nothing wrong with them, but the Facebook page was pretty dormant, right?
Yeah.
And that happened with quite a few people like over the last couple of years. So I absolutely think you're exactly right. If you are still waiting for those first 3 videos to get approved, you gotta be posting on TikTok. I love your idea of doing like a promote campaign. Put like $10 behind it
Yeah.
because you know you're gonna make that with the on-site, right? Once you get approved for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally think that's a huge part of it because Amazon doesn't really care about our following as much as the
Mhm.
engagement,
Yep.
right? And then, once you get your first 3 videos approved, I don't know. I don't know anybody that's gotten kicked out of the influencer program for dormant socials. Like that would be me if
Yeah.
if that was a thing.
Well,
So
you got in with your email list, right? Like, back in the day.
so I got in with my personal Facebook page back in the day, which
Oh.
you cannot even apply with anymore. It was not a creator page like profile, which it is now. Like now I'm like a creator, kind of public profile on Facebook. But no, it
Mhm.
was like my private Facebook. I mean, this was in 2017 was when I
Yep.
first got into the influencer program, but this was pre-onsite, right? This was
Yeah.
when they basically just gave you the storefront URL and it looked so ugly. Oh my gosh, you should see the screenshots from like my old courses talking about it. It looks so bad. But that was
Uh,
it, right? So
yep.
it was like you're still really an affiliate, but you're an influencer, but you still have to do all the marketing. So
Yeah.
that was yeah, they've changed a lot of things since then, but maybe that's why it was okay, right? Way back then
Right.
to have your personal Facebook page because they're like, well, you're gonna have to promote it anyway. So
Exactly.
sure,
And
whatever.
yeah, I really think because that was the original influencer program was, all these things, like, you could so that you could link from, like, a newsletter, right, into onto your storefront because it had the FTC compliance, and nobody used it, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody was like, this is not, you know. But I think when they were like, hey, we need UGC, we need videos, and we need them on product listings, this is what I always imagine happened at like Amazon headquarters. They were like, where would we find a group of content creators? Hey, we gave all these people storefronts. Let's use them. And then like it kind of like blew up from there. It's possible they began with the end in mind and it just took them 4 years to get there, but that's what I imagine.
Yeah, no, very possible. And yeah, oh, that's so interesting to think about. I'll never forget the first time I saw one of those videos on
Mm.
one of my clients' product listing pages, because that was back when I had lots and lots of other people whose Amazon stores I was managing. And I remember texting you and being like, Liz, do you see this? What is happening? Who are these people and why are their videos on my client's product listing page? And then I
Yep.
see earns commission and I click around a little bit and I'm like, huh, okay, all right, let's see what this is all about. And here we are.
Yeah. Who knew that it would be this for like all these years now for us?
I know. It's yeah, it's funny how things work out. It really
Mhm.
is.
Yep. Um, yeah, I think is tech reviews. I don't know if that's Eric. Sorry if I've got that incorrect, but someone else told you to run ads for your wife's TikTok too. Yeah, I've seen other people do that. I'll let you know how mine goes. Like I'm running ads this week during like the 3 for 3 approval stuff and just to make sure the account that we're using is pretty active, so I'm not super like nervous about it. Although I will admit I am more nervous than I anticipated getting ready for like waiting for the 3 in the onsite. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter like that I've been doing this for 3 or 4 years or however long we've been doing this now. Is like, oh, I'm actually still nervous for this onsite approval for my kiddo.
I'm sure. It's a lot of pressure too. I know there are people in the chat here that have gotten that rejection and your first 3 videos didn't go through. And it's just like it's like a dagger to the heart. And you're like, oh, should I just give up? No, the answer is no. You can do it. You can
Yep.
still do it. That's why they give you 3 chances,
Yep.
right? And actually, I know a ton of people that didn't get in their first 3 times and then they ended up finding like one of us later, whole new
Yep.
TikTok account, got back in, first 3 videos approved, the first time. So
Yep.
it's hard, but you can totally do it. Totally do it.
Yeah. Yep. Agree.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good question from Giovanni. Is there a specific or go-to outline of key points you talk about when you're recording a review video? For example, here's why I bought it. Here's one thing I like. Here's one thing I don't. Good
Hmm.
question.
Okay.
Liz, would you like to take this one first, or would you like
Happy
me to take
to.
this one?
So everybody says nobody cares what your name is, but I have to tell you, I start every one of my videos with, hi, I'm Liz. And the reason I do it is not because I think people care who I am, but it's because it anchors me, right? And I end every video with, I hope that helps. And literally, I only do it because, and Giovanni, I know this is not the exact answer to your question, but I will. But I do it because it helps me frame what I'm doing, right? And so then I feel more confident. I show up better on video, all those things, right? But when I do actual videos, it kind of depends on the product. So, like the video I recorded 2 nights ago I did a really quick time lapse of me assembling this like bedside table that I'd bought for one of my other kids. So then I just did like a video where I'm on the right side. I put the time lapse next to me and I talk about things that I like about it that maybe somebody else doesn't know. So, like, I'm big on are the directions for putting furniture together good? Can I read it or did I want to bang my head into the wall while I was putting this together, right? So like I have certain things or like if it's supporting a small business, like hey, this was created by a mom and pop shop, like we love supporting small business, you can still get prime shipping, like some of those things. So those are things that like I focus on, but I do unboxings, I do assemblies, I do and if there's something that's maybe not a furniture or those sort of like type products, I'll talk about like factually what it is and then try and say something that's personal about my experience with it.
Yeah, I love that. I love the anchors, right? Because I also find sometimes like when I hit the record button, I'm just like sometimes I just don't know what to like if I haven't
Yeah.
prepared enough, right? So like for me, I always start out with like a quick intro highlighting the product, but I also
Mhm.
will talk about the reason why I'm talking about that product, right? I'm not just
Mhm.
trying to get a sale, but I'm talking about like the reason why I purchased the product or what pain point did it solve for me in the hopes that it will resonate with whoever decides to click on my video.
Yep.
So it's always like, right, the highlight. I don't say my name. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, so, and I don't always have my face in all the videos, but I am more so moving towards, especially for products like any product that's priced $100 or up. I don't care if it takes
Mhm.
me 10 seconds to explain the product. I'll talk for a minute, but I'm also going to have
Mhm.
my face in it because I think there's a little bit more of a trust factor there as opposed to, I don't know, like a pillow or like a set of sheets, right?
Yep.
Like you don't really need to see me, but if it's right, if it's something that I'm assembling, I want people to see who's assembling it, right? I'm
Right.
not a 6 foot tall man that's 300 pounds that has to carry this. No, like, but I can still carry, and I can still bring this in. Like, I think all of those details are very important, especially when you're talking to the Amazon customer. And those are things that brands are not talking about. They're not
Correct.
highlighting their packaging because that's
They don't
not a
care.
big thing for
Yeah.
them, right? Like,
Mhm.
why are they going to take the time to do that? So it's nice that we have that opportunity and we can just kind
Yep.
of get in there with, well, why do I like it? Here's all the reasons.
Yep.
Buy
I
it or
talk
not.
about packaging a lot actually
Do
too,
you?
'cause I know that we're going into an era of, like, efficiency and less packaging, but I do love when a brand has, like, put the time into brand packaging design.
Totally. Oh, I just got a new pan from a brand and was like, gosh, like I love the pan, but like I'm like so like happy just like opening the
Mm.
box and it's just so like laid out so nicely. It just gives you like a nice feeling before you even use it.
Yep.
And I mean that's a huge part of brand marketing, right? Like look at Apple. Like that
Yeah.
they've always nailed that, right? It's all
Yep.
about the packaging for them. Of course the product, but like Apple's a company that really puts a lot of time and effort and thought and money into their
Yes.
packaging and clearly it's worked out well for them.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Nikki's got an interesting question. Is it okay to send videos I've already done for the US to apply for international? Do you wanna start this one?
Yeah, so I don't think you need videos to apply for international, right? So yeah, Nikia, this is the beauty of the international, and this was on our list to talk about, so I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
Good
Um,
segue.
yeah, so when you guys are applying to international Amazon influencer programs, right? All you have to do is basically log in with your existing
Mhm.
influencer login for whatever country you're in, US, Canada, UK, right? Whatever. You do not, unless something's changed in the last like month or so, you do not have to submit 3 videos to
Yeah.
get approved for the other countries. Maybe that's because you're already approved for one, but also the other countries don't have consistent on site videos. So
Mhm.
maybe once they decide to take that leap, they may make you do that. But I remember, Liz, when we talked about this years ago, when the
Yeah.
international marketplaces opened up, and you were so smart because you were like, I'm going to apply to every single one because there's no barrier to entry. All I have to do is log in, right? So Liz is in every single one. And if the requirements ever change, she's not going to have to do anything to get in because she's already in, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was really smart.
I'm a big believer in the fact that there's a brief period, or not so brief because it's still going on, but a period of time with Amazon where it's blue ocean and they will later gate it. So like
Mhm.
in international, as far as we know, you still just basically go click on apply and use your existing account to like basically log in, right? You have to set up your tax stuff if you end up making money there, all those sorts of things. But the one gate that we currently have seen added to the international marketplaces is it used to be I've not done any dubbing, any translation stuff for any of my videos. Every single one of them I've uploaded to all I think 13 influencer geos in English, right? And I haven't made money on every international geo, but I've made money on a lot of them. Not a lot of money, but some money on a lot of different international spots, right? And now there are different international platforms that don't support English. So that's our first gate, right? For like those sorts of things. But I do imagine, because with Amazon, when they build out a program in any silo, right, they get the .com like nailed down and totally fleshed out. And then they'll like slowly expand internationally. And then it gets the same kind of like rigor once the
Mhm.
marketplace is kind of like big enough to justify. So at some point, kind of like with merch, they did this with, at some point it will be much tougher to get into the international programs, but right now it's wide open. So this is my encouragement to you guys. Whether you think you'll ever do
Mhm.
influencer internationally, I would go and just sign up for every one of the locations. It doesn't take anything other than time.
Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, all you guys have to do is go and just Google Amazon influencer program, sign up, right?
Mhm.
The only thing you have to do differently is drop down, right? There's like a country drop down list right at the top there, and you'll probably be logged into the US. Just
Yep.
drop that down, pick your country, and go to log in or sign up, whatever it prompts you to do. And that's it. I mean that's it. I've built into, because I use Genius Link to
Mhm.
do my deep linking for YouTube, and so I've now built into my process, I can identify. So I'm only in the English speaking countries, or I've only been uploading to Canada, UK, and Australia. But when I go into Genius Link, I can match, right? And I can see, okay,
Mhm.
this is available in UK and Canada. So I just go and I upload the videos there too. And now I have, now my videos on 4 different places, right? 3 Amazon stores and 1 YouTube store, or 1 YouTube channel. And all I had to do was make the video one time. So I think you're exactly right, as far as like Amazon likes to get the US stuff down, right?
Yep.
Like, is evidenced by the influencer program. Like we just talked about how the barrier to entry was like basically nothing back in 2017. And now, almost 10 years later, it looks very, very different.
Yep.
But I was I was grandfathered in. I was still in. They weren't gonna be able to kick me out. So
Yeah. Um, Tracy says, "Can you explain the 13 uh geos?"
mm,
So there are actually, Tracy, if you go to like, I always Google, I know I should have this memorized, but like if you Google apply for Amazon influencer and you go to that page, in like the upper right hand corner, it says United States and there's a drop down. If you just scroll that, every single one of the countries listed there has an influencer storefront available. Now, not all of them do on site. Not all of them do on site consistently, very few of them. And not all of them support English videos anymore. But they do have, thank you, Kathleen. Yes. So that drop down. Every single one of those countries has. Did I ever get into Japan? I am in Japan and I do have videos uploaded there, but I've never made any money in Japan. I have made money in India, which is surprising to me. Mostly because I don't India and Brazil are the 2 like seller marketplaces where you have to have like a separate business entity and all of that good jazz, like to even make money there. But yeah, so I have made money in some surprising geographies, but I haven't gone back and done Turkey, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, or United Arab. So those last 4 I'm not in yet.
I feel like those were just added in the last like year or so, right?
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
there.
I did try at one point United Arab Emirates, and for some reason I couldn't get into them. So I
Mhm.
was like, I'm probably okay.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's just as easy as that, though. You can just go apply, go to that page, drop it down, and sign in. You should pretty much get in right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, here's a great question too. Nakia said, I've been hesitant to sign up for international because Kathleen said something about having to earn within 30 days. I can't remember what the time frame she said you'd have. Yeah. So here's the great thing about, and one of the differences between the associates and the influencer. So
Mhm.
with the associates, and this is true if you sign up for any of the international associates programs, you have to have 3 sales within, I think it's 6 months, right? I think it's
Yeah.
180 days. You have to make 3 offsite sales to
Mhm.
keep that like country's associate program open for you. But the influencer program is different because you don't
Mhm.
have to make those 3 offsite sales because the influencer program is all about onsite, right? So you can still you can still apply for influencer in all the countries. And if you don't make your first 3 sales within 6 months, you still have your influencer storefront and you can still earn on site even if you can't earn off site, which you can always reapply for. It's like so much easier to reapply for associates than influencer anyway. So
Yeah.
don't let that be a hesitation for you because I think it was Germany. I did sign up for Germany because I was like doing a training video or something.
Mhm.
So I am an Amazon influencer Germany, but they, after 6 months, they shut down my associates because I didn't make any sales in there. And it was like, oh well,
Yeah.
whatever, that's fine. I would be sad if my US associates account got taken down. But that's not gonna happen, right? And especially like with you guys, right? We have, that's what the YouTube channel is for and the social posting and all that good stuff. So yeah, don't let that deter you because that 3 sales, it doesn't even apply to the influencer side.
And some of the international, like as you're trying to sign up for influencer, they will force you to sign up for an associate's
Mhm.
account as well. And some of them will just add an associate's account to your influencer to echo, like, don't even stress about that. If they add it or whatever, like, you'll just at some point, your associate's account will go away. It will be whatever for not having the sales, but your influencer account is not impacted.
Yeah. I like that the requirements are different there.
Same. Yeah.
Here's a good question. Which are all the English-speaking countries that currently have on-site placements for AIP? And of those, what are the best payment methods?
Yes.
Uh, yeah, well, so with the English-speaking countries, like they come and go,
Yeah.
right? Like, or that's at least what I've seen, and I'll know because if you guys go to your consolidated report, right, you can link all of your international storefront IDs there.
Yep.
So, I check that every day and I'll see like, oh, I made some money in Canada.
Yeah.
They must have opened on-site placement yesterday,
Yep.
same with UK. So I don't think any other country besides the US is 100% consistent, right?
No. Yeah. Like, currently, who is the one? Oh, Australia just kind of like became like the most recent one to turn on for a little bit more consistent. But in Australia right now, or the last time I checked last week, it was like they don't have upper carousel placement, they only have lower carousel placement, but it was more consistent. So people have started seeing sales in Australia. Um, so the main geos that support English, US, Canada, UK, Australia, um, am I missing one? Canada, UK, Australia. Those are the 3 major ones. But I still make money on Belgium, Sweden. Those are my 2 kind of like randomly, but dollars, not like even tens of dollars, like an occasional dollar, right? Um, but like Kathleen said, just not consistently.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, hopefully
Yeah.
someday, right? I find it so interesting that they like turn it off and turn it on, but I guess like we saw that for I don't know, a good portion of 2 years on the US side, right? When they
Yeah.
would turn off lower carousels and then they would turn off all the videos or then they would let 45 videos in the upper carousel, and so maybe Amazon's just testing over there too.
You have to really like roller coasters to do this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh.
The amount of people that are like, why do you do Amazon when it's so, and it's like, well, I'm an entrepreneur that I thrive on that.
Chaos is what we do.
So yeah, if you like consistency and the same thing every day, don't do this.
Yeah. This is not the world for you.
No, no, no.
Oh.
Um, Yeah, Donna has a good point. Isn't the associates account the same as offsite of influencer? So you don't really need it. Yes, exactly, Donna. So that's why Amazon has it separate. And if you end up losing your associate side, it's okay, right? You'll still have your influencer side.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Try it with Bryce. Said I'm in Australia, but kind of gave up with the 50% tax thing.
Whew.
I'm now thinking I may have done something wrong. I don't know that you have because I feel like I saw that on my Australia and it was a 50% or 40% tax, and I was like, oh,
Brutal.
ooh. I mean, at least I'm not making a lot of money there.
You took my $1.
I know, right? You took one of my $2 I made this month. Try it with Brian. I don't know. I feel like you probably didn't do anything wrong because I'm seeing the same thing on my end. So, right. And every country has its different,
Yes.
rules like that, right? And so with the tax thing, yeah, maybe it's not worth it to be in Australia because of that.
Yeah.
But also it is kind of free money if you already have created the content and you have a good system in place to where you're uploading those
Yeah.
videos to Australia. So it kind of depends, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Tech Review stepped out at one point. Yes, it's Liz Saunders. It's good to see you.
Yes, Fluencer Fruit, Liz on. Do you have a Liz on a journey YouTube?
Well, I do have a Liz on a journey, but it's like repurposed TikTok videos. It's not like me. It is me. I'm the one lifting in the videos, but it's not like me talking about anything specific. So
I gotcha. I gotcha. Let's see here. LA Teacher Hill said, so after being in the influencer program, the only way to apply for on-site is uploading the 3 videos. I don't have to apply before. Yeah, so you do have to apply to the influencer program just in general, right? If you're already in the associates or affiliate program with Amazon, same thing. You still have to apply to the influencer side because there is like that social media
yep.
barrier to entry. And that's kind of step 1 of the app of the approval process. So you do have to apply to get into the influencer program, but then in order to be approved for on-site commission and be earning with your content on Amazon.com, you have to do these first 3 videos. And once those are approved, it will unlock your on-site commission opportunities. And then you can do, then you can upload and earn after that.
Yep. It looks like Samia has a question too about published versus placement there. So my first 3 videos were published straight away, but I don't see them on the product page, but there are views and I don't know how to check if I ever made any money. So actually this is the link that we were talking about early. So you may have not been with us just yet, but this is Creator Hub. And I think Kathleen's either going to put it back up or drop it in the comments. But Creator Hub is where you see if there's like a lock. And so your videos can be published and you are not yet approved for placement on the product listing page. So it's 2 pieces of that process. So even if it's published, it's still, and we don't know where or why, it's still possible for you to be getting views and not yet approved for placement on the product listing page. So hit this. I'm pointing at it. Hopefully on my screen, it shows up the right way too, but hit this link logged into your influencer account and you should be able to see if there's a lock at the top of the page.
Yeah, because Amazon doesn't tell us if our videos are placed on the product page ever. I mean, they literally don't tell us in any sort of reporting at all, whether you're on this page that we have linked below or you're on the managed content page that you can navigate to from, your influencer storefront page. They don't tell us, but I don't know, get used to that because they don't tell us a lot, right? So you need a tool. There are tools available, right? Especially Fluencer Fruit. I'm going to throw out my link for Fluencer Fruit in a minute. But Amazon won't tell us if our videos are placed on the product page, but other tools will. So you will have to go physically look at the product page and hope that it displays for you properly because your video could be on there for me, but not for Liz while she's looking at it, right? So that is also something to to know, but that's kind of where the software tools come into play. And this is my affiliate link, full disclosure here. And everybody that's in my program, Influence and Earn, has a 30-day free trial
Yep.
available to them. But Fluencer Fruit is one of my favorite software tools, and I'll let Liz talk mostly about Fluencer Fruit. This is her tool that she built, but this is one of the many things that Fluencer Fruit does for me, is that I can go to the Creator Hub page, which I just had linked, and it will tell me every single video and where it's placed on the
Nice.
upper carousel, on the lower carousel. Is it in the second position? Is it in the fourth position? And so without, otherwise you have to go check manually, or you'll never know if
Yep.
your videos are on the product page.
Yeah. And that's why we built that, right? Like we're trying to help with the items that are black box for Amazon's viewing only, bring those forward in a way that is terms of service compliant, so that everybody can see their own data, right? Like, and the placement was one of the first like data specific things that we built so that people could keep an idea on like where things are.
Totally. And it's been so helpful for me, because like something I do is I do have like a running Excel sheet. I do still do quite a few things manually that I could probably fix in my process, but I keep a running Excel sheet of all my top earning products, right,
Mhm.
of the past year, lifetime, whatever. And so Fluencer Fruit helps me to know, like, and to make sure like that those videos are still on the product page, because they
Yeah.
fall off, they
Yeah.
get rotated off. So like, but if I don't know, I can't do anything about it. And I'm not going to go check thousands of videos every
Right.
day, because that's insane. No one has time for that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, using Fluencer Fruit, I can very easily go check on all my top performing videos. Are they on, like, what carousel are they on? Oh, they're not? Okay, now I'm going to dig in a little bit deeper. And it really, I mean, ultimately, it saves me time and makes me more money. So
Mhm.
I'm behind it.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a celebration. Body by Naletti just went to the Creator Hub link and got their approval for on-site.
Yay! Oh my God, yay! Oh,
We
that's
got,
so
like, the confetti
exciting.
and everything. That's so fun.
Oh,
Welcome.
your videos are now eligible for additional placements. Oh, I love it.
That's it. That's what we're looking for.
I love it. So, and yeah, that's the only place you can find it. So I'm glad.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
glad that worked. Yeah, it's so crazy that Amazon like doesn't give us uh the links and the resource. I feel like as a new Amazon influencer, I would never know about the Creator Hub dashboard if
No.
I wasn't learning from somebody else, because it's literally not linked anywhere. Like,
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think.
I think they're trying to get rid of it. I think Samia or below said we don't have Creator Hub in the UK,
Yes.
and that is true. And also, the UK is not where you upload videos for on-site approval.
Hmm.
So only the US is where you upload videos for on-site approval, and you have to get that approval in the US before you go and apply to the other geos for on-site influencer stuff. So, or that's the order that I would do it in. But I'm not saying that the UK doesn't need Creator Hub, because I think Creator Hub is much better visually than they're trying to move to manage content creator studio.
Hmm.
But actually, of the internationals, at least the last time I checked, the only other geo that has Creator Hub is India. Fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
India, huh?
Yeah.
I have to look into that. So I found, this is kind of off topic, but like I don't even, time is such a blur. At one point I found somebody who had stolen some of my videos, and he had uploaded them to India. And I was so confused. And then I went and looked, and India, like when I looked, India had on-site placement. Like I was
Yeah.
going to that, right? So interesting. So India has Creator Hub, which yeah, makes me think maybe they're a little more advanced in the influencer program than some of the other countries.
I think they actually have a really large creator population locally,
Mhm.
like in India. Because like when I go and look, which is where I also think all of the geos will go, right? That makes the most sense. I think they start with the US kind of like bank of everybody who's made it and all those things, and then they, will slowly kind of probably like move us out in favor of people within the country. But I think India is the most established. Like when I go look at their listings, they have so many creators who are doing like really high quality videos and like, yeah. So,
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense then that you want to be in the countries where you have the creators to make it worth your while, right? If you're Amazon.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, let me see. Oh, we had a good question up here. It's off topic, but I think we have to answer this.
Yes.
Does Amazon allow us to include our email address into our profile description that displays on our storefront? No. Lots of people do it. Lots of people do it. So the general rule with Amazon, so my two rules with Amazon that because I've been working with Amazon so long and they always apply no matter like when Amazon changes their rules, these two rules always apply. They never change for me. And the first thing is whatever content I'm uploading to Amazon, I have created that personally. I didn't take music and put in the background. I didn't take a seller image and put it in my video. I 100% created all of that content, or I'm not uploading it to Amazon. YouTube is different, social media is different,
Yep.
right? But that's always been my rule. And, previously we could use music in videos and now we can't, right? But that goes along with my rule. If I didn't make the content, right? Like Amazon is looking for creators that are making original, their own content. And that translated to like the music issue, right? If you have music in your videos, if they haven't been taken down yet, they will, right?
I
By
just got
Amazon,
mine
they'll find
finally
them eventually,
flagged.
right? Yeah, right. You'll find them flagged, and you'll never know until you go search for it.
Yep.
But the other thing, my second rule, besides create my own content for Amazon, my second rule is the call to action. You can never have a call to action on Amazon that brings the customer off Amazon. That's been a rule on Amazon forever.
Yep.
And especially as far as like the seller world goes, you literally cannot put an email address in a seller message. Amazon will blur it out. It will not come through, right? And that's because Amazon is Amazon. They want their customers on Amazon. If you are
Yep.
doing anything to take them off Amazon, it's going to be a violation of their terms. And so all that to say, no, you cannot include your email address on your storefront because Amazon will see it as you taking their customer off Amazon because they literally have to go now open their email to email you. And in Amazon's eyes, you've taken away their customer.
Yep. Now, the crazy thing too is, and I think this is one of those things where Amazon is like coming along because we can link in our profile to our socials and Amazon
Yes.
puts those links on your storefront. So that's Amazon's way of trying to make peace, I think, with this exact problem. So what I would do instead of putting your email address on your profile, I would make sure that you are linked out to a social that you're active on and that you have a media kit, a link tree, something on that social that's very obvious about how to get a hold of you. So, like if it's reviews by creative DIY at gmail.com, that it's in your bio on that social, not on Amazon. But like,
Mhm.
so that you can make it really obvious as soon as they get there. But honestly, when they added the ability for us to have our socials on our storefront, you could have pushed me over with a feather. It's so far outside of like Amazon's
Yeah.
usual.
I was so surprised that
Yep.
they let that happen because of their rule, right? Keep everyone on
Yep.
Amazon. But to go along with your point, right? That is such a smart way to do it. Put your email, put your website in the link in bio, and
Yep.
you can actually upload a media kit to your storefront, right?
Yeah.
So if you upload a media kit and you got your email right at the top there, like yes, they can't see it when they're directly on your storefront. They have to click through.
Yep.
But if they really want to work with you, I mean, it's just one extra step. And then you're giving them your media kit or your social media so that they're getting to know you even more. So
Yep.
I like that way to give them you can still give them your information, just not that way.
Right.
Good question.
Eileen said the only downside of Creator Hub is that they do not give you access to the manage idea lists. And that is a downside to Creator Hub. I would say the other downside to Creator Hub is that there's only 30 days worth of data at any given point in time. You only get a rolling 30-day piece of information.
Mm-hmm.
And then Creator Studio is 12 months. So we only ever get from like views and that's like 30 days or 12 months. There's no way to be like, how did your videos do in November, like from November 1st to the 30th? Like, you can't ever go back and look. Like, I think that's one of the biggest shortcomings.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was like it was like the only reason why I'd go to the managed content page for a while because it was
Yeah.
more than 30 days as far as the stats go. And like it's fine to look at your, your videos and that's why like I've kind of built it into my routine that I'm going to look at my video stats every 30
Yep.
days because of that limitation from the Creator Hub dashboard. But I mean, even that, we got to take what we can get, and with I like the extra information that I can see in Creator Hub dashboard. But yeah, the functionality is a bit better on the managed content page. So
Yeah.
we'll see what Amazon does. I mean, they took away the Creator Hub dashboard for what, like
Oh
a
my
month or
gosh.
two?
It
And
was
like, oh my gosh, I know you had the biggest headache
panic.
in the world of, of having to deal with that. And then all of a sudden they just brought it back one day. They didn't
Yeah.
say anything, like they
Yeah.
gave us notice, it's going away forever, adjust, do whatever. And then they
Oh,
just brought it back.
yeah.
And I mean,
They're like,
honestly, I
just
was
kidding.
very happy. But
Well, in case, because I know every once in a while I'll talk about different things, influencer fruit, and people who are current users will be like, "Oh, I didn't know that." But like, we built into Creator Hub the ability to download all of your information every 30 days, and then it gives you a CSV of all of that, so you can be storing it, even if Amazon is not storing it
yes.
for you.
Yes, and I use that spreadsheet religiously. Every 30 days, I download it so that I can keep my stats from the previous
Mhm.
month. And then even if like, especially if you guys are just getting started, like, or, if you're in my influence and earn course, I have like an Excel sheet, like a template, right? Where I put line items for every single one of my videos because I can't always find them on my storefront, or, like I want to know what ASINs I've tagged, things like that. So I
Yep.
have everything on this spreadsheet, but I will say that the Fluencer Fruit spreadsheet that I download now, like that's like my main template now because it gives me more information than what I was already tracking because it can see more.
Yeah.
But it has all the relevant information, right? The ASIN and the video link.
Yep.
But then is your video on the product listing page? Is it not on the product listing page? So I always
Yep.
tell people that are like that if they've subscribed to Fluencer Fruit and they haven't started their like video spreadsheet to just start with that. Start
Yeah.
with the Fluencer Fruit download sheet and go from there.
Yep. Absolutely.
Huh, okay, we have some good questions coming in. How about this one? I noticed I made it
Hmm.
to silver. What does that mean and what are the benefits?
That's a good question. I have to pull them up. Like,
Silver, silver's nothing. No. Silver's not, I mean, you so yeah, and like we can pull up the Creator Star benefits. And actually exciting news is that Creator Stars is now rolled out to some of the international, right? Like I got an
oh,
email from
fun.
UK, Germany, and maybe Canada. They've rolled out. It's a different tier system. It's
Mhm.
slightly different, but they're now starting to do Creator Stars. I gotta say, honestly, I mean, I'm sure there's benefits. I don't. I've been at the platinum level since it launched, so I don't know if there are really truly benefits that you can get from being in the lower level. But what I've noticed with the platinum, really the only perk is early access to creator connections
Yeah.
campaigns. Like otherwise, everything else that's listed out in there, I don't see. Like I've never got invited to an event. I've never got a
Right.
special box delivered to me. Like whatever all those other things are, I've gone through them before, and it's like, well, I'm platinum. Why don't I get this? No, I don't.
Yeah.
But the creator connections early campaigns is very beneficial if you use that information
Yep.
properly, right? Like asking for free samples because like these campaigns are not open to everybody yet, and it'll say early access on there. You're more likely to get a response, right? So
Yep.
I don't know. Is there anything else that's
I
really
have it pulled up. I can share my screen really
sure?
fast. We can see, let's see. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, oh, it's interesting. Okay. Sorry, on my view, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. So You can see, I think the only thing that people ever really talk about over here is the, early access to creator connection campaigns, but just so that you can see really fast, like, what they actually have listed out, this is what it is. So, I nobody that I know is, like, super psyched about the benefits they get, but this is yeah, I where I, like, wanna give Amazon the benefit is, like, they're trying, they've got something built out to get people to engage, and I do like that. I don't know that we've landed, like, where we would like to be on the creator side with this yet.
Yeah, that's true though. I mean, it does, I mean, like anything, right? When you have something to like build to, I think it keeps your motivation going, it keeps your momentum going. And I don't want
Mhm.
to discourage. I didn't mean to sound like, oh, I'm platinum, blah, blah, blah. Like I didn't mean to
No.
discourage the reaching silver because you have to do a lot of work to go from bronze to silver. Like you should celebrate that.
Yes.
Um, you just won't get a ton of accolades from Amazon, but if you keep going and you keep going to the gold and the platinum, right, you will start to see some sort of benefit. What even if it is just the creator connections campaigns, like I said, I've been using that to my advantage because I will look at those every couple days and I'll reach out to try to get samples to the
Yeah.
products that look like I could make some money with.
I have had brands when I reach out on creator connections because I'm not platinum, I have had brands be like, "Hey, thank you for reaching out, but we only send, samples to top tier platinum creators."
Oh,
So
interesting.
that's not an Amazon specific benefit, but it is an adjacent benefit when you're working with brands in the back end of creator connections. Some of them are like, okay, we only work with people who are doing platinum level um, content.
I see, that makes sense because that's something that I have in my template. I use Oink
Mhm,
for the templates for creator connections, and it's the first line is, "My name's Kathleen, and I am a platinum level
mhm.
creator with Amazon. Here's my storefront, here's my categories," whatever. So I put it right, front and center, and, you can still say though, like, "I'm gold level," right?
Yes,
"I am silver level," and I mean, people are sending, it's not everybody that's only sending those samples right to platinum, so obviously use what you've got, and
yes,
just because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know if I should reach out to brands because I'm only bronze or I'm only silver, and I'm like, well, put it in there or don't, and
yeah,
highlight all of the other things that you have going on, right? Highlight
yes.
your best content, highlight your YouTube channel, right?
Mhm.
So um yeah, you can use it, but use it as encouragement to get to that platinum level. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and just know that it's a cool achievement, and when you get there, you might be like, "Oh, this is not everything that I was hoping it would be."
Yeah. Yeah. But the top creator thing is kind of nice. I don't know if that's just platinum or if that, I
I
don't know
think it's just
how.
platinum is
Is
my
it?
understanding. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of nice, right? Because I can like screenshot that and send it to a brand and say, like, I'm an Amazon top creator. And then maybe they'll read the rest of my email, maybe
Yes.
not.
It's interesting from the brand perspective of creator connections because for a while I was like, why don't these brands just click on because they would be like, "Can you send us your links? Can you send us this?" I was like, "Just click on me." Like, it doesn't go to our storefront. The brands have no way from, like, chat to go to our storefront.
Really?
Yes. This
Hmm.
was so surprising for me because it feels like such a low lift for Amazon to, like, just connect that so that a brand could, like, click on your storefront from your screen name when you message them. It doesn't exist. I was shocked by that, but what my takeaway for us is when you are approaching a brand in the back end of creator connections, give them all the information that you think they could want about your storefront, because there's not a place for them to research us. So, anyways, just throwing that out because I was surprised.
Yeah, no, that's a really good observation. And I wonder, because like I've seen the back end of the seller side with creator
Yeah,
connections campaigns. And I thought, but that's different, right? Because like if we're not opted into the campaign, they can't see anything about us in the
correct.
messages. But if we are opted into the campaign, they will get a drop down list of all the
Yes.
creators that have opted into their campaign, and then they can go research you.
Yes.
But that's more work for them, and that's
Yes.
not what we want in order to create that relationship and get the free stuff.
Yeah, because if you're not already in one of their campaigns, or even if you are, the back end, well, we all know what Creator Connections looks like for us. It's the same for them, right? So, but they're looking through, instead of 540,000 campaigns, they're looking through 540,000 creators or whatever it is. The
Yep.
list that they give the sellers is not alphabetical. There's no way to like
Yeah.
search, like, so they're also having to scroll. So if you're talking to them in chat, just know that there's not a way for them to go find you somewhere else. And they're asking because they really want to engage with you.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And the Creator Connections is such a great way to like start that conversation with
Mhm.
brands. It's so much harder to reach out to them cold, whether it's,
Mhm.
through social media or email. It's doable, right? But it also takes a lot more time and effort instead of just clicking the yes, send this template to this
Yeah.
brand and let's see what happens. It makes it really easy and efficient. I can send 50, inquiries in an hour and
Yep.
probably get 10 responses the next day. So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see here. What are there separate Creator Connections platforms for the different geos that we need to check separately?
Nope.
I don't think there's Creator Connections for anywhere besides oh, hang on. I lost her. There we go. I don't think
Hi.
there's any. Hi.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
We talked about how we could pop off if we need to because it's for 2 hours. So I just figured you were popping off for a second.
I was hopefully not my internet that goes down. That was weird.
Maybe you just clicked a button or something.
That could be.
Um, I don't think there's Creator Connections for anywhere besides the US, right? It's
There's
just in the
not. It's
US.
only the US.
Yeah. But did I see something? Did Zoe say something about UK is coming in 2026?
Oh,
Maybe
I
this
didn't
this
hear
was like
that.
a year ago though. So they could
Okay.
be a year out past, but I thought I remember her like towards the end of 2024. Because I was like, because she's like the UK,
Yeah, an
she's the
expert.
UK lady. So
Mhm.
I know she goes to like their studio and everything there. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to ask. I heard a rumor, so don't go around telling everyone that you know.
Yeah. At the moment, the answer is no. There's only
Yeah.
the US.
Yes, yes. Let's see here. Oh yeah, actually, I just saw this in one of my YouTube creator. If you're active on YouTube, they will help you with a media kit. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you, Doug. That I just saw this in. It had to have been in my like creator newsletter from YouTube. You can go and YouTube will create a media kit for you from the
cool.
content that's from your channel, which of course I've not done yet, but
Cool.
yeah, this is like a new feature and I need to make a note because I saw it and was like, oh, I need to try that. And then like, 1,200 other things happened. But that's right, Doug. Thank you for letting us. I can't remember exactly. It's in the studio somehow
Mhm.
in YouTube. But
I
that's
think
an easy way.
too, Naledi, if you're doing a media kit for your Amazon content versus a media kit for like a YouTube or an offsite platform, here's what I would tell you is people influencer has like a very generic connotation, right? People think influencer and they think Instagram model, YouTube creator, and Amazon, of course, then named the program influencer, which is very confusing for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Um,
Should be
but
creator, but
yeah, creator. That's the um so when you're creating a media kit for your Amazon on-site, the thing that we help people do is, and you have to repeat this over and over for people, the influencer program is not intended to help drive traffic. That's the associates program. That's affiliates, right? The influencer program is designed to help convert sales. So a lot of times when I'm talking to a brand, I'll mention like, hey, you're already paying for a lot of ads. You're paying to drive a lot of traffic to this listing. Let me help you convert it, right? And
Mhm.
so the things that you want to focus on for that on-site media kit, especially as you get going, right? Because if you're like, "Oh, I don't have tens of thousands of people on YouTube," or I'm just getting started, you can still do a media kit that talks about you and how you can help them convert sales, right? And so you can talk about having offsite platforms and all of those things, but your focus will be on how to convert sales for them. Like, "Hey, I answer FAQs. I can address your top return reason, right? Like there's some of those things that you can add in, especially while you get started, that are helpful for that on-site piece. It's just a little different.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great call out that it is different. And I always just tell people like, if you have access to Canva, I mean, you can get a free
Mm.
Canva account. They have some great templates in there. Like, and you can at least use that as a starting point, and you can decide what you want to put in there and have it more focused on Amazon as opposed to
Mhm.
like your social media following. Cause I know like I don't have a big social media following. So I focus on my Amazon content, my like
Mhm.
I did a training a couple weeks ago with a friend who she just does brand deals, right? She teaches people how to get brand deals. And she had such a really she like helped me reframe because like I'm always like, I'm not an influencer. I don't have a big following. Like, and she goes, well, maybe you're not an influencer, but you are a creator.
Yes.
And so even though you don't have the audience to influence, you are a creator and you
Yep.
don't need an audience to be a creator. So
Mhm.
look to your content and the things that you can highlight about yourself and how you can help the brand as opposed to like putting, your like Twitter followers or your Instagram, follower count on there.
Yep. And in the Wayward creator community, I just did a session on how to build a custom GPT.
Uh,
And the custom GPT that I built on video is a media kit creator for content creators. So the session has how to build a custom GPT. So you can, if you wanted to leave that session and go build yourself a custom GPT, you can do that. But then it also has the link to the GPT that we build in that like live. And the GPT is basically like a media kit creator. So like you would take that conversation with the GPT, the media kit content that it gives you over to Canva and put it there. So if you're like, how do I even get started with this? If you're not on YouTube and you don't have content enough up there for YouTube to help, that could help you get started because you can chat back and forth and kind of like flesh out your ideas of where you want to focus and those sorts of things.
oh, that's awesome. I need to go check that out because I use the GPTs, but I haven't created one.
Oh my
So,
gosh. I when people started talking about, because I've bought, like, one-time payment GPTs from different content creators
yeah.
for, like, TikTok and then I was like, somebody I don't even remember, but I was like, "Oh, I just need to figure this out," and I looked at it, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Genuinely, in 30 minutes, you can create a pretty solid custom GPT for yourself, like, so my Liz on a Journey YouTube channel is where I repurpose all of my fitness TikTok stuff and all of my Amazon influencer videos. It's a really eclectic, not a focused
All
YouTube channel.
right.
But I will pull the transcript from my Amazon influencer video, drop it into a custom GPT that I built, and it will put together the title, the YouTube SEO optimized title, the description, and as long as I add the Genius Link deep link in, it like puts everything together, gives me keywords, hashtags, and all of that in one place. And what I did to create that GPT was I pulled, we have hours as content creators of ourselves talking, right? So I
Yep.
just pulled transcripts upon transcripts upon transcripts of myself talking, loaded it into the GPT and was like, this is my voice. Use this. And then it just
Ah.
I've got it now where I can drop the ASIN in as well, and it will create like a script of things that I might want to talk about for that exact product. Like, you guys, we want to do everything in our own voice. And there are also ways that we can make our lives a lot easier to just like get the processes started.
That's so incredible that I'm like gonna go watch that after I'm gonna go watch that tonight. So if you guys are interested, here is the link to join the free Wayward creator community, and that has the training that Liz just talked about. So I know I'm already a part of the community, but I'm gonna be checking that out because I mean that's just like if I could create a GPT for like everything I do on a daily basis, it would just save me so much time. Like even setting up these live streams, right? Like I
Yeah.
have a process and I do like ask ChatGPT to help me with the description, but like if I could just build, oh my gosh, we'd already have the February calendar out instead of having to wait till the newsletter tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my
definitely check
gosh.
out the free Wayward creator community for anybody who's not in there yet. All right. Let's see here. Oh, here's a good tip. Speaking of Canva, Canva has an app you can put the ASIN in and it will pull the product graphic into Canva. I use this
Cool.
my thumbnails for YouTube. Oh, nice. I wonder if that's because I know Amazon like has a link to Canva. Maybe you just have to, maybe that's the app, the Amazon app.
Oh. Now, let's see, Kim Asen, the on Amazon, you cannot use in your thumbnail, or at least I thought this was the case. This is maybe a question. I didn't think on Amazon that you could use the actual product image off of the product listing in your thumbnail. And I think Eric's saying he's doing this specifically for YouTube, which I believe is different, but I think Amazon has like started cracking down on that recently.
Yeah, this is a complete gray area for me because before it was like, no, you can't. For sure you can't. And then it was like, okay, you can because they have the collages feature, which
Right.
literally pulls the primary image from the product listing
Yeah.
pages. So then it was like, you can, but only the primary image, but you have to create a new image with it, right? It's
Yeah.
just like a part of your image, and then that's okay.
Yeah.
Is that still okay? I don't know. I think so as far as collages go, but with the thumbnails, I don't know. I go back to my two rules that I told you guys in the beginning, right? And rule number 1 is if I didn't create the content, it's not going in my video I'm uploading to Amazon. So I personally do not use the product graphics. I mean, if I have the product, I just take a picture of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like just to save myself, right? But with YouTube, I know things are different, right? So like if
Yeah.
Amazon is saying it's okay to pull the primary image for a collage,
Yeah.
why can't you do that for your YouTube thumbnail? I don't think there's an issue with that.
Yeah, he said he only uses it for YouTube, so that makes sense to me. And Regina says, "Oh, it's Amazon. They'll change that next week."
That's true. They will change. They'll change something next week, whether it's this or that or.
Yep. They just keep us on our toes.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. What do we?
Oh, okay. Eileen says I've done it many times. Canva removes the background, which makes it okay.
Okay.
Also, Amazon has a tutorial that shows how to do this as well. Boy, this is one of those areas that's somewhat confusing. Like, yeah, we get a lot of anecdotal information from the community, but then also Amazon's putting out information that sometimes lines up exactly with what people are experiencing and sometimes not. So this is really good to know, Eileen.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that because it clears up like what's okay and what's not okay. And if there's an Amazon tutorial about it, that means whatever they're showing in there is okay.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you, Eileen. Can always rely on you for the factual information. I
So much
appreciate
good information.
that. Oh, let's see. We've got Samantha's here. Good morning. Good morning. I know we're into our second hour. We've already
Yeah,
been hour 15. This has gone by really fast.
so fast.
Yeah, I need to look at our notes to see if there was something that we were like going to for sure talk about. And gosh,
A
we
lot.
covered yeah, the second and third big topics that we wanted to
Yep.
talk about. Um should we talk about product research? Because I've changed my and you know we were talking about the first 3 videos, right? And so I think and I had this question I was in someone else's group, and a lot of people are like, well, how important is product research for the first 3 videos? And
Mm.
I'll admit that, like, especially in my influence and earn program, like, I'm very much like product research from day one, right? Like, don't
Oh,
waste your time, just like, but, but I've changed my tune, right? Because with the
okay.
first 3 videos, it's not that important. The most important thing is getting approved for the program and then getting those first 3 videos approved for on-site. So I wouldn't even worry about product research until you get approved for on-site, because my thinking initially was like, we'll teach everyone how to do product research because then you can make sure those first 3 videos are going to make you money, right? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that anymore. I think you just create 3 videos on safe products that you don't have to make claims about, that you do actually use and love, right?
Mm.
So I think for the first 3 videos, like, who cares what the products are? But then after that, right? And it's part of the reason why, like, I don't have 5,000 videos on my storefront, because I could. I have definitely have purchased or acquired 5,000 products over the last however many years from Amazon. But I'm very strategic about the videos that I create,
Yeah.
because I don't have 12 hours a day to create content. I wish I did. I really wish I did. But I don't. And so if I only have 2 hours today to create content, I'm going to be strategic about what products I'm going to create those videos for. And product research is a huge part of that.
Yeah. To echo that, I always, for like the first 3 products, I actually recommend people not do product research like you're saying. And like my top tips are like stand against a plain wall.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about B-roll or anything else. Just like be you and the product and say factual things about the product.
Yeah. Yeah.
This mug carries coffee. It is glass. Those sorts of types of things. I'm like, just to be as simple and straightforward as you can. Like, if you ever want to experiment, like with other types of content, or like, I have a knee brace that I every once in a while will upload a new video for, to just see like how much I can say without it being claimed medical advice, right? That's not your first video. Like your first video, you want to be exactly, yeah. Doug has your list of what not to do for your first 3 videos there. Like those are
Put it
all
up.
the things that you can't do anything. You can say nothing about any of these 3 types of products, like, and not get flagged.
Amazon would just be like, "You're kicked out.
Yeah,
No,
nah.
you
They're
missed
like,
the point."
try again next time.
I know, and I think that's definitely something that a lot of people get hung up on with their first 3 videos, and it's like the generic disapproval, right? Like, I don't know that Amazon will really, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are so funny. I can't even
Regina.
keep my train of thought. This
Regina says, "That's my next t-shirt quote. This mug carries coffee." If you guys ever see one of my videos, no, you didn't.
or tea in
Yeah.
parentheses. Mine has tea.
This mug is glass. It can contain liquids.
But you're so right though, because even like the smallest claim will get your videos rejected, especially like, well, you have to be so careful with your first 3, of course, but even after, like, I'm always a little bit surprised when I get a rejection video, because I'm like, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at this by now, but like it'll be like one word,
Yeah.
that triggered the bot or whatever to disapprove it.
Not
Um
for your first 3, but now, when you get one that's rejected, do you edit or do you just try again?
Um, it depends. I'll always watch it. Like, I'll watch it to be like, what did I miss? I'm sure there's something I missed. Like, I'm like, okay, I messed that up. I'll watch it, but if I don't see anything, I'll just re-upload it and see what happens. There was one that I just could not get through, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was you though that told me, and you were like, "Well, if you can't figure out what it is, just like upload the same video and just like keep trying." And it worked. It worked eventually. I think it took 3 times, but like eventually it got through. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "There's nothing else I can change. I don't understand." And eventually it worked. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I 100% of the time, if I get a rejected video, just re-upload the same one, like, and then if it doesn't, it's worked 98% of the time just to re-upload
Oh,
the same
okay.
video. So I don't know if it's like an AI flag, which feels like if that was the case, it would be more consistent, or what the process on the back end is. But so far, that has just worked for me. Like, you
Okay.
know,
That's a great tip. I'm just gonna re-upload and then
yeah,
like watch it later and be like,
yeah, try
was
again.
there something I did wrong? I'm all about saving the time, so whatever.
For sure. You already shot and edited. Like, try again.
I know, right? Let's. Oh wait, okay. I'm like trying to. Samantha said, for anyone to answer. I think it's been gone over before, but if you have a video that has 0 viewing, 0 everything, should we delete and do over?
Hmm.
What do you think, Liz?
So I think the first thing I would check and make sure that that product listing is still active, right? So a
Mhm.
lot of times, for whatever reason, a seller's listing will move, whether that's they had to like structure for Amazon, or they had to restructure for some child parent variation reasons, whatever the case is, or they discontinued the exact variation that you were talking about. That ASIN goes away and everything goes to 0, right? So we would consider that like a dead ASIN. So first I would check that. After that, I would probably look and see what the other videos that are getting placement on that listing are doing, and then make your decision. One, there's no data that supports that having a video that's not performing on your channel does anything bad for it. So if you just feel better moving the video, removing it, you can. But I I usually don't. I usually just let it sit because you just never know. Amazon will sometimes like rotate things back in. Okay, Samantha says they're still active. I've checked that. Good. Glad that you've checked that. I would probably leave it, go look at what's actually placing, and then go create a new video. But you don't necessarily have to like replace one with the other. I would just add one to it,
Mhm.
because Amazon does ask us to make multiple pieces of content for the same product, not duplicate content, additional content. And sometimes if you create like 2 more videos for that product, sometimes it will kind of like jumpstart even the other one, because Amazon's like, "Oh, you're a product expert on this one." So, hi, Claire. Let's see. I just saw Kimberly Millionaire too. Hey,
Wonderful.
thanks
Thanks
for
for
hopping
joining,
in.
ladies. Okay, this is off topic, but I got to answer from
Let's do it.
Clay. Have you checked out the new Amazon store near you yet? Um,
Oh,
so it's not up yet. So this is very exciting, and so Amazon has purchased a what is it? I'm gonna it's a 225,000 square foot location store.
whoa. Yeah.
It's 20 minutes from my house. It's the first time they're
Yeah.
ever doing something like this. So they just like announced that they're going to close down most, if not all, Amazon Fresh stores, at least in like my area. And I don't know if this is everywhere, but yeah, it's really interesting because this is like a super, I actually don't really care for the suburb that they're putting it in because it's very highly trafficked. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of stores. So like, I mean, obviously they know what they're doing, but it's gonna be like similar to a Walmart superstore, and
Whoa.
they will have merchandise, groceries, and potentially other services.
Oh,
It's designed for in-person shopping and as a location for pickup. It was just approved, right? Like the board, it's in Orland Park, and the board like just approved it in December, I think it is. So it looks like they're going to start building in April. So oh my gosh, there will be so much. I will be there with my camera
I
showing
was gonna
you guys
say,
around.
you're gonna do like a YouTube video style tour for us? Like,
Oh my gosh, definitely. Because I mean, everything I've read is like they haven't done this anywhere before.
yeah,
For some reason, they're doing it here, which is just crazy to me. Lucky for me
yeah.
that it's 20 minutes from my house. Like, I don't even live like like downtown, like my condo's downtown, but like I live in the suburb. Like I'm in the south suburbs. Like the north suburbs are the fancy suburbs. Like we're just like lowly south siders down here. And the fact that Amazon wants to come to the south side, like that's very cool. So yeah, I'm very excited and I'll be doing lots of videos once it actually opens because it's like 225,000 square feet. Like I can't even like picture like
It
how many
sounds
blocks is that? I don't know.
I was gonna say, did they buy, like, an old shopping center, like, or a
Yes.
shopping mall, or, like it's like yeah, okay,
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, it's like a whole I don't know if I did look on the map when they like because I'm like, oh, I know that intersection. I avoid that intersection like the plague because there's like a big mall over there. And yeah, it'll be interesting, but I'll give you guys all the access you want because it's 20 minutes from my house. So when it opens, you know, as long as it actually does
Opens.
open and go
Yeah.
through, right? Because if they're gonna start construction in a couple months, yeah, we'll see.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. In my mind, I just figured they were going to repurpose the space because it's a 225,000 square foot situation, but I guess it does make more sense for them to just, like, knock that down and build for their use case.
Yes, there was something else that was there, and now I can't find what it was. But they like, yeah, they is this the site of a former Petey's? Oh, it was like a big restaurant, I guess. But they have like blocks and blocks and blocks that they've like purchased from this suburb. So
That's gonna be so fun.
I'm very excited to go walk around there and see what I can do.
It
Anyhow.
it to me, it's giving IKEA, like how you walk in one and you have to, like, walk through the entire thing, but there's, like, meatballs in the middle and then you, like, keep going, like, that's what I'm envisioning for the, like
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. You know, every square foot of that place is going to be planned to the T. I like I said, I'm very curious because I've gone to like there was an Amazon Go in Chicago for a
Yeah.
while, and I went to that. Like it was fine, but it was also brand new. It was like when it was like you're looking around the camera and you're like, are you gonna think I'm stealing this? Because you just walk out, right? You have to like
Yeah.
log into the app and then you just take whatever you want and then you walked out of the store and it was just all very weird and now it's a little more normal like I'm talking like this was like 2019 maybe 2018 or
Yeah.
so when I went to one and it's like yeah we'll see what happens but it'll be it'll only be it'll be a good learning experience that's for sure once it's done.
Doug says it sounds like Buc-ee's for us Amazon folks, it does.
You know, I just learned what Buc-ee's was yesterday when I picked up my kids from school, and there was
Oh,
a
perfect timing.
inflatable Buc-ee's, like
The squirrel or whatever it is.
yes,
Yeah.
like, in, like, the, like, lobby of their school. I was like, What is that?" And someone was like, "Oh, like, it's from Buc-ee's." I'm like, What is Buc-ee's? I live in Chicago. I don't know what Buc-ee's is, so I
Ugh,
guess it's a southern thing, and
it
they were
is.
like, "Oh, you gotta eat the brisket." I'm like,
Ugh, yeah,
"Okay."
it's a Texas thing, and everybody I know loves
Okay.
it down here, and they have expanded outside of Texas now, right? But I actually hate going there because it's so chaotic, like, there's, like, 100 gas pumps, and then there's, like, parking for, like it's like a mall, it's like parking for, like, 5,000 people. If you're just, like, on the road trying to get somewhere, and then everybody's like, "No, the bathrooms are great." I'm like, "I waited, like, 30 minutes for a bathroom. I just wanna go to, like, Valero across the street and not wait 30 minutes." Like,
Yeah.
I don't need an event at my gas station, you know? Like
That's why I was so confused, but they were like, "Oh, no, like, you never run to a Buc-ee's? Like, that's crazy." I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
Denise
driving
says
to Kentucky in a couple weeks, so I'll try to
oh,
find one on my way there.
there might be.
I'm hoping so I can experience it.
Yeah, Denise says it's a crazy Texas thing, and it's too crowded and too expensive. Yes.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
I feel like I need to experience it, but I still don't know where one is.
It's good to say that you've done it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I feel about it. Yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, towards the end of the month, I will definitely do it. Yes, Regina says that's huge. The average Walmart supercenter is approximately 178 to 187,000 square feet. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's actually really helpful from, like, a
Yeah,
conceptual standpoint because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, I can imagine." my Walmart. Like, that makes sense to me.
Okay. So they're gonna try their hand at, yeah, being a Amazon super center of some sort.
Do you ever see those, like, skits where people will be like, "I've got it for Amazon. What if there was a place you could go and buy the things that are on Amazon?" It's like, "Ah, how are we coming back?" Like, this is, like, some newfangled experience. It's like, yeah, it's called brick and mortar. Well, that's what we all used to have to do.
Right. It's like all the stores that are closing down, that was their business model and has been for 20, 50, 100 years.
Yes.
Um,
Now
yeah,
Amazon's just gonna come back and take over their, like, footprint.
we'll see. I do think they definitely research, and we can totally get off this topic, but they definitely researched, because there is, so in this suburb, they have like one of the biggest like local malls, right? Like we have a mall that's not that far, but like if you want like the biggest selection, right? You go to the Orland Park Mall
Hmm.
because it's just bigger. It has more stores, it's, whatever. And Orland is, um I don't know, I gotta be careful what I say because I'm not a huge fan of Orland, but it's a huge shopping center and there
Yeah.
are a ton of people that live there with money.
Oh,
So for the most part, it's like I know way too many people that live in Orland that like work downtown because it's like it's a very nice suburb.
yeah.
It's easy to get on the highway. There's a train that goes right downtown, but it's like, I mean, if you look up Chicago Loop where Orland Park is, I mean, it's not close. It's 45 minutes away, like at least. But man, people love Orland Park over there. So it makes sense that Amazon's going to be there and selling their stuff because it's a huge shopping suburb, and they already have a big mall.
Yeah.
So I'll report back once it's open, and I'll definitely take you guys there on a live stream with the camera so
Can't
we
wait for
can
that.
walk around. Because they've closed like all the Amazon Goes that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
I I
I
heard
don't,
that they did. They shut those down.
maybe they're just really trying to be like, what does Walmart have that we don't? That's it.
Yeah.
The big stores that you can walk into, which I will say is nice. Like
Yeah.
if I need something right now, yeah, I can usually get on Amazon in a day or two, but sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't if there's a snowstorm
Yeah.
or it's the weekend, right? Like, gosh,
Yep.
the amount of like so many people asking, like, my stats haven't updated, like nothing is shipped out. And it's like, well, you do know there was a big snowstorm, like the Northeast got 20 inches of snow like last week or 2 weekends ago or
Yep.
whatever it was, right? And so that does very much impact um, people that don't live in Texas, though. Yeah, I feel like you guys don't really
Well,
have to deal with that.
we had an ice storm 2 weekends ago.
Oh,
We were
that's
just
right. I
iced
heard about that.
in.
I heard
But
about
of course, the difference is we have none of the gear, none of the equipment and everything else, so we all just stayed home.
That's the best thing you could do.
That was
Like,
that.
I
Yeah.
wish I could have stayed home. We had like so many events going on for the kids' school. We had like open house. We had like our raffle event like on that day that it just like snowed and snowed and snowed. And so
No,
we're from Chicago,
school
so
was
we're like,
canceled. No,
let's
yeah.
go.
School was canceled, all extracurriculars were canceled that night and over the entire weekend, and then the issue for our district specifically is we'll be fine, like, we can look around, we're like, everybody can drive here, but the buses go, like, just a little bit farther out, and they're like, if the buses can't get to 100% of the locations, they can't just, like, bring it back, and so that's I mean, I'm glad they do that, so then there are not kids left out or whatever, and, yeah, so but I was like, "Oh, good, we just can stay home and nobody can leave, and there's a lot of ice, so check."
It's kind of nice. Like it's
Mhm.
really kind of nice. Like we don't close for snow because
Yeah,
we
that's
don't. But my kids did have an e-learning day. The poor kids will never have a snow day,
Oh,
but they did have an e-learning day because I think was it last Friday or 2 Fridays ago? The high was like -4 or
no.
something. So then the
Yeah,
low was like -27. But if you went outside, it felt like -35.
yeah,
So that was the only day that all of our stuff got canceled. And that was awesome because we all just stayed home. The kids did their schoolwork. I made some videos, and then it was like, all right, well, we can't go anywhere.
that
What
was
can
that.
we do? It's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
it's not bad,
It's nice to be homebound sometimes.
right?
Sometimes.
I'm gonna fix my earpiece snapped my rubber band, so I'm gonna just pull it for a
Oh,
minute.
oh, yes, yes, go for it. This is great. Try it with Bry said, you guys are the best background noise. I just finished filming 5 videos.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I love it. Whatever we can do to help, you know. And yeah, Doug had a good point. How long until people start walking through the Amazon store, picking everything up and standing there doing videos from
Ugh,
VIP?
the
Yeah,
date. Yeah.
that'll be terrible. There'll be people that do that.
Yeah.
But I'll be there with my camera calling them out. So I'm sure it won't work, but you know.
No. Real Family Reviews had a question too about do you still recommend Levanta?
I can't remember, but if I post for Levant on YouTube, I can also post that same video on Amazon. Yes, so you can post the same video on Amazon and YouTube for Levanta. The thing with Levanta though is that it's only for offsite, right? So like it's not going to help you with any of your on-site videos, any of that. And I know like we've gone back and forth about linking with Levanta because the linking is different. I think it's really
Mhm.
important to know what the difference is. So basically, if you guys are familiar with Levanta, it's a third-party platform where you can partner with brands just like Wayward, right? So
Yep.
you can do the same thing with Wayward. You partner with the brands and then you pull the associate, you pull your link from the platform, right? From Wayward or Levanta. And then that's what you post on YouTube, right? So now when somebody clicks on your link that's from like Wayward or Levanta, it will still give you credit. It'll still earn you
Mhm.
commission, but it's a different link. And Liz opened my eyes because I was like, well, how can they get it's a different link within Amazon. It's the brand referral link versus the associates link. And that's why there's two different like criteria for it. Because ultimately you just have to decide if you want to post your own Amazon associates link or you want to post the third party link, the
Yep.
Levanta or the Wayward link, because there are pros and cons of both. And I think the biggest pro is with the third party platforms, you can earn commission for 14 days, right? That's the best thing about it is you have 14 days that you can still earn from a click.
Yep.
Whereas with the associates link, it's only 24 hours. And so that's a con, but the flip side is that if somebody purchases through your Levanta or Wayward link, you're only earning commission on that one product because the link is Amazon's brand referral link for that brand for that product.
Right.
Whereas if you're posting your Amazon Associates link, you can earn for the entire cart. So if people are buying the product you're talking about on top of 10 other things, now you get to earn commission for all those things as long as they purchase within 24 hours of you or of them clicking on your link. So I think it's totally useless for on-site. So if you're only doing on-site, don't even worry about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But it depends, right? Like I think like we don't know what other people are going to purchase. Like we don't know. I think for some of my higher price items, I'll use the Levanta or the Wayward link because I know I'll be able to like make that commission consistently. With the lower price items, I'll usually use my associates link because I think if someone's buying a $10 item, they might be buying some other stuff. Whereas if they're buying a $100 or $200 item, maybe they're not buying other stuff because they're already spending the money. I don't know. That's how I rationalize it in my head. Is it right? I don't know, but like ultimately you have to decide. Like that was a rant. Liz, what do you think?
I agree with everything that you just said. I think the people who are doing a heavy amount of offsite traffic, so like if you have affiliate rate card deals with Amazon, like you are not just a standard creator, the important thing there is to know that if you use a Wayward or a Levanta or a third party link, that does not count towards your revenue agreement with Amazon, right? So those are outside of that, there's really not a right or a wrong answer because we don't have data to support which one would be the right or wrong answer. And every creator's answer is going to be different based on what type of traffic you're pushing, Are you pushing for just that one high price item, or do your shoppers tend to buy more things in your cart? Do you have those? So I would say, like, this is one of those gut decisions and things that make you the happiest, right? And like pick the one that you feel like is going to work the best for you.
Definitely. Yeah. It's because not every link, not every product, not every creator is created equal, right? And
Yep.
Doug has a great point here, right? The other issue with the link for Levanta, Archer, et cetera, is that it makes it harder to make your offsite goal bonus on
Yep.
Amazon. That's a really, really great point that everyone needs to consider when they're deciding, should I be posting my Amazon link or my Levanta Wayward Archer link, right?
Yep.
Is that if you post the other link, it's not going to go towards your commissions earned, right, for that month. So I know, gosh, every month I'm like so close to, I hit it sometimes, but I don't always hit it. And gosh, and I need to maybe need to go reevaluate some of those other links that I've put out there, because some of them are earning.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, that's a really great point.
Yeah. And Doug even says, for me, the additional commissions from the third parties almost equally covered my lost bonus. It was almost a dead even swap.
Oh,
That's pretty
okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Um,
Doug's working on getting that invite to the Amazon creator event. He's going to put in a white kitchen next year.
oh yeah, I know. Doug, we can't wait till you go to the creator event. You are gonna be the one that
We're all lobbying.
that gets invited. Yeah.
Oh, Pioneer Smokehouse said, I can't get any results with Levanta, plus Best Choice rejected me.
I know.
Brutal.
It is brutal. Best Choice has they got a lot of good products actually, and they just re-upped their creator connections campaigns, because I got a bunch of like outdoor stuff from them, and I ran my oink and it was like, oh, Best Choice is back.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They were off creator connections for a while, but they don't give me free stuff anymore. I think they're too big,
They're
but
getting a little saturated with
yeah.
handing stuff out.
Uh-huh. Yes, definitely. No, actually, Best Choice is the reason why I signed up for Levanta initially,
Mhm.
because they reached out and they were like, "Hey, we want to work with you, but you have to go through this third-party platform." And so that's how I was introduced to that, was through them. And I don't even really work with them very much anymore. But I think it's because my lady who was sending me free samples probably left, so she doesn't answer my emails anymore. I
Oh,
mean,
man.
that's like any brand though, right? Like, I mean, you don't, that's why you never want to put all your eggs in one basket either.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think if there is anything else we like definitely need to make sure we cover. I do just want to throw up the if you guys already have not, if you're new here or you're like, I just need some like step-by-step guidance. This is my free masterclass. It's my 5-step system to 10K months as an Amazon creator. This is a completely free masterclass. It's just, it takes you through kind of like some of the stuff we've been talking about, like step one, right? Applying for the influencer
Mhm.
program. Step two is getting unlocked for on-site commission. But even if you're already past step two, right? Like you will probably learn something in here as far as like, where should you go after that? We talk about product research, we talk about
Mm.
scaling, and posting on YouTube and all that good stuff. So if you guys haven't already watched the free masterclass, make sure you check that out. Um, Especially if you are on the newer side. Yes. Oh, thank you. Free masterclass is gold from
Yay!
Body by Naladi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Amy said she had a question. She posted above. Where is that?
I'm searching for it. Amy, maybe repost it for us because I'm like pretty far down and I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
repost that, Amy, we'll get it up here.
It may have come through at just the moment when my internet came out. Like, it was like, nope, not then. With my 18-year-old getting started into influencer, and we're doing TikTok, we're doing Amazon influencer, we're doing like talking about how to create product content and those sorts of things. I know somebody below was like, I feel very QVC-ish,
Oh, yes, yeah.
and like how to overcome that. The thing that I'm talking to my kiddo about is like pretend you're talking to a friend about the product if you need to feel a little bit more natural. The other thing is some of this gets easier with time, right? So like I'll give office hours as an example that's parallel, right? Like when I first started doing office hours, like on Thursdays, I had to make myself do it because I was so nervous. And I was like, what am I going to talk about? And it feels so like whatever. And now, like when I hop on, uh, much easier with Kathleen, obviously, but like it's like things just tend to flow a lot easier. So some of that stuff does just go away over time, but also pretending that you're talking to a friend about the product is helpful so that it's conversational, even if you're anchoring like I do, like, hi, I'm Liz, this is this, or whatever. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Regina said that too. Act like you're talking to a friend.
Totally. That's fantastic advice because Amazon does not want you to have a QVC like video. Like I speculate, right? Like some of the first three, because I do a lot of like first three video reviews, like especially with people
Mhm.
in influence and earn. And a lot of it is like they're just too salesy. They're talking to the Amazon customer, they're telling them why they should purchase it. And while it doesn't like it's not super salesy. It's just
Mm-mm.
in Amazon's eyes, right? It's salesy. So I love this talk like you're recommending it to a friend because and I always say too to like frame it around your experience
Yeah.
and then the product. Like nothing else matters. It's not like if you and I catch myself saying sometimes like if you're in the market for a product like this or if you have this same pain point I do, you should never say you in your videos because you're talking to the Amazon customer, right? And
Mm.
Amazon doesn't like that. They're not going to reject your, later videos for that. But if you can frame it around highlighting the product and talking about your experience, it becomes a little bit easier, which we're not usually used to talking about like me, right? But I'll say like instead of like, I think this product will help you because of this, I'll say this product helped me because this is the pain point itself for me personally. I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying what happened with me. So yeah, act like it's your best friend on the other end of the camera and you're just telling them why you love this product and
Mhm.
why you would recommend it and just keep doing it. Like Liz said, it gets easier. It
It
really does.
does. It does. It's just time and pressure. Just do it over and over again. All right, I saw Amy's question. It says, what is the easiest process to take one of my videos I already have on my storefront and upload it to a different country? I'm trying to find the most efficient way to upload to Australia. So, um, Amy, because you're a Fluencer Fruit user, when you go to Creator Hub or to your storefront, there's a one-click download that will pull your video and your thumbnail down for that. There's not like an automated way anywhere to do this right now. So what I do is I go to Fluencer Fruit, I find the one I want, I click on download, I have Australia and the US open, and then go over to Australia, upload there. So I know we do most things with automation, and this Amazon repurposing is the most manual thing that I do in my life right now, but there's not an automation, but that is the easiest way to do it. And I usually like now, as I do a new video, I'm putting it on YouTube and Australia and Canada and the UK, like all in one like round. But that's the easiest, unless I don't know, Kathleen, if you have another hack.
No, I do the same thing. I just have all the storefronts open when I go to upload to my US store because then I'll make my Genius link, I'll upload it to YouTube, and Genius link will tell me, right,
Mhm.
which countries I can upload it. And then just already having the stores open, like in the same like tabs or whatever, just makes it so much easier because you can be logged into all your storefronts at one time. And then it's just, okay, here's Canada, upload, here's UK, upload. No, I wish there was an easier way though. Someday. Someday.
Yeah.
Someday we'll post everything to Amazon US and Amazon will just post it out to all the different geos that are relevant. And yeah, in my wildest dreams that would happen. But like that would make sense.
Yeah.
Too much sense probably for Amazon.
Um, Okay, I also want to talk to Alicia because you said you're so nervous about your first 3 shoppable videos that you, like, haven't been able to get up the nerve to do them yet, and I just wanna take a minute and tell you, like, I totally understand. Like, those first 3 videos can be so much. So, 1, next Thursday, I'm going to ask you if you've done them, and I want you to be able to tell me yes, because sometimes we just need to know that somebody's gonna come back and ask us a question about it, right? So, I'm cheering for you. Take what we've talked about and make it the most simple thing. You're talking about 3 30-second videos. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to be. However this works best from you, plain background, something that you're super familiar with. So, go get your Gorilla Grip can opener and sit there and talk about how it is a can opener and it has rubber grip on it and it, can cut through whatever the listing says, right? Like something really, really simple. Even if you reshoot it 10 times, I don't recommend that necessarily, but I do understand, like, I reshoot things a lot, right? Because just I feel better about it. Like,
Mhm.
do it 3 times for each one, take your best take and upload it and walk away, and then go whatever you do to celebrate things, go celebrate yourself for doing it because it's kinda like sales, the hardest door to open is your door to leave the house. This is your moment. So, like, I just totally understand, and next week, imagine how good you'll feel coming back and being like, "I did it. They're
Yes.
done. They're
Yes.
done."
I
Then
love
you don't
that.
have to be nervous about them anymore.
That's the hardest part, are the first 3. Totally valid to be nervous. But yeah,
Mhm.
I like how you said to reshoot too, because I had a business coach one time that was like, I do all my videos twice because the second time is always 1,000 times better than the first time. And it's
100%.
literally just doing it one video here, then do the second video. And I have found that I do some of that. I do that sometimes with my Amazon videos. Like if I just don't feel good about the first, video, I'm like, no, I can do that better. And then I'll send it to my VA and I'll be like, make 2 videos, right? Give me 1 video out of this, give me 1 video out of that. I'll post one and then I'll wait a month and post the other one and like see which one does better. And it's almost always the second one, like almost always. So
Yep.
if you're really like, I can't do this, just film all 3 videos 2 times in a row. Just upload the second one. And especially if you haven't tried yet, you got 3 chances. So even if they don't go through the first time, um, you can still try again.
Yeah.
But yes. I want to go back really quick to Nikia's question because we had overlooked it before. Amazon gave me a link for international programs that categorize America's Europe, Middle East, India. Do I just choose the link for area of interest and sign up? So, Nikia, if you go back, so we're going to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes. If you go back to the replay, I actually shared the screen and how to apply for all the international. I don't know what link you have there from the Amazon agent, but if you go back or literally just Google, Amazon influencer program sign up, there's a drop down menu for all the countries. You just drop it down to the country you want to apply for, sign up, log in, whatever it prompts you to do, and then go through the process there. It's actually very easy. It sounds more complicated than it actually is to go and do that.
And I just wanna say, not that it doesn't exist, I haven't seen influencer links like the ones you're talking about by region. That sounds possibly like the support agent was confused and gave you seller sign-up links because that is how they
Oh.
group seller locations. So, like, it's Seller Central EU. You can log into the agent, but they are grouped, whereas the influencer geos are not yet grouped. So I probably do it the way Kathleen just said, as opposed to using the link that the, agent gave you. At the very least, double check the URL that the agent gave you before you go that direction.
Yeah, that's a good point. It very much could be the seller because those are all different. It's a
Yeah.
different URL for each. I mean, that's the way to notice, right? So if you're going to your storefront in Canada, it's going to be the same /shop/ whatever your store name is, but it's going to be amazon.ca
Yep.
/shop/ whatever instead of amazon.com. So yeah, you do have to be on the different URL in order to access it.
Yeah. Amy says, I was trying to do that, download and then upload, but it doesn't seem to move the title over. I was hoping for everything to move at once. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Ah, yes. If you name your file the title, then it will. But I
You
think
have to
that's
remove the MP4, but yeah.
yeah, that's the only thing. And I don't use I always have the ASIN in my title just for tracking. Like I know you can't upload that into your title, but
Right.
then I can just copy and paste. I know this is the right ASIN. I tag that product and then I fix the title so it's not the same as the product listing.
Yeah, so on the back end of Seller Central, on the back end of merch, you can actually, when you upload like a design for merch, you can say which geos you want it to be on, like Japan, Germany, the US, Canada. So they have like a consolidated creation point and reporting. I I'm hoping that at some point they'll do that for us too. So that it's a
Mhm.
little bit more like you upload it and it's like, hey, this ASIN is available in all of these geos, and these are the ones that support English. Now, I have zero information other than like a hope, a dream, and I believe in unicorns that that will ever happen. But that's my like, I just continuously put it out into the universe in case Amazon's like, that's a great idea, Liz. We would be happy to build that for you guys.
No, totally, but, like, you're so right, and, like, you and I have both seen the evolution of the seller side, right? And when everything was totally separate
Yep.
between US and Canada, and now it's like, you do something in US, Canada and Mexico are linked. They're all linked, and,
Yep.
like, you don't even have to do anything in the other countries. It just, like, takes the info from the US now. So, I don't think it's a pipe dream. It could be 10 years out,
Yes.
but it's not totally out there. It's doable, right? Because 'Cause we've seen
And
it.
I'm just gonna have a video editor when it finally happens, be like, "Can you go back through my last 10 years of content and pull all the times where I publicly said how much I wanted this?"
Do a montage video and
Exactly.
then
That's
well,
my
here we
viral
go.
moment. I'm
I
holding
know,
out.
right? Here we go. This will be one of the,
This will be one of the
one of
clips.
the moments, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap up here. I just wanna make sure that everyone has the link to join the free Wayward Creator community. Liz talked about how she did a training on making custom GPTs. So, like, this is not just Amazon stuff. This is like branching out to help you with Amazon stuff, but utilizing other resources in order to help you do that. So everybody make sure that you come and join the free Wayward Creator community. Um, and what else? What else do I have? We did make a coupon code as well for Influence and Earn. I know a lot of you guys are already in it. But if you guys want to come and join my paid program, Influence and Earn, we've got a coupon for $300 off. If you guys want to get in, it's for the next 48 hours. It's not on the website, so you have to be tuned into the live stream to get it. But if you use the coupon 300, it will get you $300 off.
And
Um,
it includes a free month of Fluencer Fruit with
yes, it sure
this.
does. Yes, it sure does. So you guys can use all the tools that we talked about. The amazing Fluencer Fruit does to help you save time, help you make money. Fluencer Fruit is built into a lot of the trainings that I have in there, so you guys can see kind of all how it works. The course isn't all about it, right? But once we start getting to the product research, I show you guys how to use with and without Fluencer Fruit. It's just a lot easier with Fluencer Fruit, and then you can take advantage of that 30-day free trial as well.
Yep.
So this coupon's only good till through Saturday. So if you guys are watching this after Saturday, it's probably not good. Make sure you jump on that, act on that. And of course, if you are not already subscribed to Fluencer Fruit, you at least need to check it out because there are so many amazing features about it. Like, Liz talked about like the download, the CSV of all my videos and all the stats, like that is by far the most valuable spreadsheet that I look at every single
Mm,
month. Like, yes, my earnings too, because I'll, bring it over, but like knowing what videos, first off, Amazon is showing, right? Like what
mhm.
videos are getting the most views is critical. Where are your videos getting placed? Like Fluencer Fruit shows you all that. Amazon's not even showing you all that. So make sure you guys check out Fluencer Fruit if you have not already signed up for it. And if you're an Influence and Earn or sign up, you'll get your free trial through that as well. So Wonderful. Oh, good. Regina is off to Printify to
Yay!
upload her new t-shirt graphics about what you can drink out of mugs, tea, coffee, margaritas, whatever
Yep.
you choose. Um,
So good.
Yes, you guys are all the best for being here. We've got a lot of thanks and great chat. And I mean, thank you so much, Liz, for first off suggesting that we do this because this has been really fun. I think we're definitely gonna have to do another one in the future because 2 hours, like,
Went by.
oh my gosh, like where'd
And w
the time go?
and you guys, I know we didn't even get all the comments. I'm so sorry.
I
We
know.
really were trying to keep up with everything. So, we're
I
both
know.
we're both easy to access, like, leave comments, email us, whatever the plate like, all those things, and we will follow up with you. Like, yes.
Yes, definitely. And make sure you join Fluencer Fruit. Check out Liz every Thursday, right, on this channel, on Fluencer Fruit channel, every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central.
Yep.
And then hop over to my channel at 12 Central to talk about whatever we're talking about next week. So we're going to be adding all of the free events to the calendar. Oh, that's one more link I'll put up here, and then we do have to go. But
Yeah.
this is the free event calendar download. So if you guys click on this or scan it or whatever, it will give you. This will be the last event, but all the other events will be added by tomorrow. Next week we are talking about. Well, I need a better title, but it's systems, like how to work more efficiently, right? Because I know a lot of people get stuck in the creation process. So if you don't have a particular system that you do, or if you I have multiple systems. So we'll talk about basically just like how to work smarter, how to churn out more videos. What are some of the strategies that we use to do that?
Nice.
And then, yeah, we have we have a special guest who is on the live stream who's coming on the week after that. Doug is going to be talking to us
Ooh.
about YouTube for Amazon influencers, which I'm super excited about because he has some amazing. Doug has been on YouTube for longer than I've even I would say known about YouTube, but that's not true. But Doug knows YouTube. Like
Yep.
I know Amazon, Doug knows YouTube, and he is very, very knowledgeable in Amazon too. So like putting that together, he's got a lot of good information to talk to you guys about. And then yeah, we've got a whole bunch of other stuff. So just download the calendar and it'll all populate tomorrow once once we add everything, but just to get you guys excited for some smart workflow. Thank you, Christina. That's great. I'm going to write that down. It's hard for me to think on the spot when I've been like on my game for 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So anyway, thank you, Liz, again so much for coming. Thank you, everybody
Thanks for
who's been in
joining
the
us.
chat, asking questions. You guys are amazing. We'll both be back on our separate channels next week, but you can tune in at the same time, same place, and you guys will see us next week. So thanks
Bye,
for
guys.
joining, and we'll see you then. Bye.